Hey geeks! So today, this is a short video. It's just gonna we're gonna do some podcasts this weekend. And
awesome podcasts.
It's actually gonna be centering around some of the bigger news from Comic-Con regarding DC
and
Marvel. So we wanted to give you a quick breakdown on what we're gonna be talking about in the podcast, and also provide you with the links to the trailers that we're going to be talking about.
Possibly a few of the panels, too.
Yeah.
That way, in case you want to go more in depth and see, I know a lot of people, including myself,
I love
at work, we couldn't even see the panels.
I love watching the panels. It's so good. So good.
It is. It's really nice. They can't get lengthy, though, so...
Yeah.
Especially Daredevil is like a 45-minute panel, I think.
Oh, yeah. They are all about the same.
Yeah.
Alright, so... let's kick it off with some DC, because we got to give some DC love.
I'll let you handle the DC. That's more of your area. I'll geek out over Marvel.
First up, they released a new trailer for Batman vs. Superman. Showed some more stuff. Finally got to see Wonder Woman in action a little bit.
That was nice.
So, right.
I
kind of wonder which she's fighting, but
well, yeah.
Yeah.
So. I'm kind of hoping, no offense, like it's not that Superman really needs any more help. To be honest, it is Superman. He has plenty of powers.
Yeah, he's a Mary Sue, is what he is.
Yeah, you know what?
Anyway, continue, Mister. I'm gonna let you handle DC.
But you know, Superman and Wonder Woman always had that little back and forth kind of thing, and all the other stuff. I'm kind of hoping they start that here.
Yeah,
be kind of cool.
Fair enough.
That maybe she's not with any of them.
I don't know. It looked like she was kind of flirting with my boy Bruce Wayne.
You wish.
Anyway. Well, they obviously at least know each other.
Alright, I'll give you that.
He's got a head start.
He needs it.
So we actually, from the trailer, you actually end up pretty easily learning a lot of stuff about the movie. You also come from the panel, learn to find out that although it's visually based on the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns, the story-wise it is not.
True.
Although I suspect there's still some similarities there. We also got to see a first official trailer for Suicide Squad.
Oh.
I have to say, it makes me even more nervous.
It didn't for me. I thought I'm actually still hesitant with the Joker. I am. I will give people that. That's totally reasonable. I did like his tone.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I thought that was awesome. I was like,
I'm not going to kill
you. I'm just going to hurt you
real bad.
Yeah, no, that, I was like, okay, this might be kind of
well, because you realize that was Harley on the table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like they're going somewhat of an origin story for Harley Quinn, which is fine, because it's the first time we actually get to see Harley Quinn in a live-action movie.
Yeah, that I'm really looking forward to.
That excites me. I'm
looking forward to the rest of the squad too, though.
I am mildly. I think with Tom Hardy leaving, it's not going to be as much about Rick Flag, and I think they turned it more toward Harley Quinn and Deadshot because it's fucking Will Smith.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised by that one, by the way.
What,
I don't know if I was. Yeah. I don't know if I was the only one, but I was definitely like...
I was surprised.
Like, what?
He's a good actor, and I think this is his way of trying to get back into it after that bomb of After Earth.
Yeah, I never even saw that, to be honest. Like,
I had no desire to see it.
Yeah, like, after hearing that and Oblivion flopped, I was like, oh, well, there goes my summer sci-fi blockbusters.
Pretty much. So, we'll discuss that in more length, because we're going to get Dave in those... let's hop over to Marvel really fast.
All right, this is Deadpool.
I would say the greatest trailer reveal of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I will go out there and say that Best trailer reveal of Comic-Con. They have made it clear via the trailer that this will be an R-rated Deadpool
Oh,
movie.
hell yeah.
Because it's the
This will not be any of that X-Men Deadpool bullshit.
Yeah. This will be the only way that Deadpool could be shown.
Oh, yeah.
Super excited about this.
Even if they made it PG and it wasn't like horror, like the X-Men one, I'd still be like, this isn't gonna do it.
I mean, there was so much cursing in this trailer. I was beside myself. I will say this: my favorite part of the trailer is when he's looking at Colossus and calls him a cock gobbler.
Oh, I hope there's a line with chimichangas in this movie.
Yes, I mean,
chimichangas.
I also loved the fact where his name escapes me at the moment because I'm still sick, but the guy who voiced Fred in Big Hero 6. When he's looking at him and he's like saying he looks like two rotten avocados had sex and he looks like the product of that.
Yeah, byproduct.
I love the fact that they actually did the facial scarring from the cancer treatments and everything like that. So it's true to Deadpool.
Yep. So far, it looks like they are doing Deadpool right.
Yeah, they're doing it justice.
I think if they didn't, there'd be a lot of outrage.
So I think we are finally getting the Deadpool movie we want, that we deserve as fans. Oh, yeah. It looks, just the trailer looks amazing.
I'll talk about more in the podcast, but I definitely love the choice that they made.
They did show it at Comic-Con. Unfortunately, it's not a finished product, so they have removed all of the bootleg copies of it, but they are releasing a new shiny version of it in a week or two. They said that all they want to do is just make sure that the effects are up to par. They were just polishing the effects off, and that's why we're waiting on that. But as soon as we get it, it'll be below with the rest of the trailers.
Yes. Also in Marvel news, we're going to be talking about Daredevil, which has been doing really well. I watched the first episode on Netflix. I'm liking it so far. I definitely got to watch more.
I've heard that it's one of those ones that's kind of a slow start, but it actually gets better as well. I'm excited about Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin.
Yes.
I
heard he did real well.
The main news from that
Punisher.
Yeah, is that they casted both Punisher and Elektra.
Yes.
Punisher is actually one of the staples from Walking Dead.
Shane, I'm horrible with his name. I can't.
John something or other.
Yeah, he's playing the Punisher.
Which makes sense to me because he's kind of an asshole.
He is.
He plays a good asshole.
For me, towards the end of The Walking Dead with him, he was more of the douchey asshole, and I hope he just sticks to being the asshole.
I think visually he has the look of the Punisher, though.
Yeah, no, he does. He has like
especially if he's got the gruff, the stubble.
Yeah. Elektra, I really do not remember the name, and I think I've seen the actress somewhere else, but I can't pinpoint it.
Yeah, it's one of those that's on the tip of your brain.
Yeah, I'll definitely look at it more before we do the podcast, so we can talk about it a little bit more in depth, especially if it turns out I'm like, oh, holy crap, she's from this. Other news from Marvel, in the bigger realm.
So Fox has released photos from X-Men Apocalypse. So we finally get to see Apocalypse on the screen. Yes. However,
any Power Rangers fans will be very confused, possibly happy.
Because apparently Apocalypse is also doubling as Ivan Ooze.
Yes.
I don't know.
Ivan Ooze.
Probably one of the worst costumes I've ever seen them do.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the costume was bad.
I would rather see Ronan from freaking Guardians of the Galaxy play Apocalypse.
Yeah, his outfit was cool. Just the whole mask and makeup was like, no.
You know it's bad when cosplayers do it better.
Yeah. Though I will say Storm. Oh my god.
Okay, Teenage Storm looks amazing.
Yeah, the mohawk and everything. That was like friggin' badass.
Yeah, that looks like that alternate time Storm.
Yep.
And they're also introducing Jubilee. Finally, at the end of the series, they finally introduced Jubilee.
Of course.
And we'll also probably be touching on the Gambit movie as well. Because my Gambit finally gets his own movie.
Still a weird choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about that more in depth.
But we'll talk about that more in depth. So that's a preview of the stuff we're going to be discussing. We might add a little bit more to the DC panel discussion. but we haven't decided yet. Because honestly, between Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice and Suicide Squad, there's plenty to talk about.
Yeah, there really is.
And Marvel,
Especially with those being on the opposing sides there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's definitely Batman versus Superman in this family.
Most definitely.
We'll see what Dave has to say.
Oh yeah.
So that's that. Batman forever. So that's it from us. I hope you enjoy the podcast when we release them. We should be releasing them after this weekend.
Yep. Along with, we will be doing a new video on some very
important news.
Very important news, and definitely check out that video. You guys will be very happy. Some nice, good giveaways in your future.
Mm-hmm.
So
you help us out, we're gonna reward you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So look forward to the podcast, and later, geeks.